Hey, welcome everyone. This is Wynn Davies with W.E. Davies and Sons Remodeling. Hope everyone and their families are being safe out there. And a quick shout out to all the healthcare professionals again and the people in the front lines, keeping us healthy and safe. So thank you. Yeah, real quick recap from last week. We talked about time frames in today's reality and what that's doing to our projects and everything that's associated with the projects, not just our work, but all the products that are being produced and trucked across the nation and all those things and how those time frames are affected. So check it out. That was my last week's blog if you want. So today it's about ranges. And no, I'm not talking about the range or oven in your kitchen. I'm talking about the range that we need to discuss about the project at hand. Whatever that project is, when we have that first initial phone call, when we start to talk about that, let's face it, no matter what you're buying in the world, you'll always have a number in the back of your mind of what you're going to feel like is okay or not okay or comfortable or not uncomfortable, right? There'll always be this number that you're going to have in the back of your mind to determine, if you're going to accept that or not accept it. So that's where we're at with the range, right? So we need to kind of get through that little bit of conversation. So here we are talking about somebody's project, and we get down to the point about talking about that range, right? Sometimes I'll bring up the question to the homeowner, not to press them at all, but it's a very important question we have to ask each other. So I may say, hey guys, what is your range of costs that you feel comfortable, or what is the top end range that you would feel comfortable with your project? And sometimes they don't know, and that's okay. But we're just gonna have the conversation anyways, or to start the conversation. And what that does, guys, is it helps us understand what we can do for you, right? As you call us and ask us about your project and what we can do, we want to know, hey, there's going to be a range of costs that we're going to want to know and what we can use to accomplish that project, right? All right, so quickly, let's use a kitchen, for example, very quickly. And this is just an example, no numbers for anybody's project. So please do not keep this in the back of your mind, and don't keep that forever in the back of your mind about your kitchen. So here we go. We're talking about a full-blown kitchen remodel. We're taking everything out of the kitchen completely, drywall, flooring, everything. And someone says, hey, Wynn, I got about $30,000 I want to spend in my kitchen. I feel comfortable with that. Okay, that's a start, right? And we're going to use experiences and our professional experiences with these numbers and talk about, okay, guys, if we have $30,000, what are things that we can do and what we can't do? One of the first things that come to mind is I can't, or more than likely we may not be able to use quartz countertops, right? We all know quartz it's a premier countertop product, right? Everyone loves quartz because of what it brings to the table. Durability, longevity, all those things. We may not be able to use that. Why? Well, if we think about what the quartz countertops cost for a kitchen, that quartz countertop may be 10% up to 20% of that budgeted $30,000. So what does that say? Well, wow, we're gonna have to make some serious considerations on other things we're not gonna be able to do in that kitchen, right? So just keep that in mind, right? So it's just about a product that we know, I guess, from our history and experiences. Another example is it may not be a product, right? It may be a service. For example, the electrical panel in your home, okay? It may be an older house. It may have a 100 amp electrical panel. When we open that up, we may see that all the spaces are filled in that panel and we cannot perform what we need to perform in your new kitchen remodel, all that work. So we may have to upgrade that electrical panel to a 200 amp panel. So what does that mean, or what does that say? Well, that cost to do that could be from $2,500 to $3,500, just as an average, okay? Again, that puts us at that's over 10% of the budget itself, just in the electrical panel work itself. So again, these are all things that really are combined to get you to that point, right? So I hope that helps with like understanding, the range, right? The range is just to give both parties, the contractor and the homeowner, an understanding of, let's just call it maybe just kind of a gut check of, from their experience, we see you in this range, okay? So it does go a long way when you're able to communicate with that contractor if you're having those discussions. They want to help you, right? They're there to help you, and they just want to know more about what's available, okay? So keep that in mind and what that does, all right? And it also determines, can we help you or do we have to move on, right? So at the end of the day, it's just a conversation, it's information, and we think we do a good job at that. So in wrapping up today, hope this was helpful with more insight about asking about ranges, right? And what those mean when it comes time to undertake your home renovation, all right? We'd love to hear from you with your comments, suggestions, any thoughts. Hey, maybe it's a different area of the home you want to hear more about. Please contact us at wynn@wedavies.com. Check us out on our website, wedaviesremodeling.com, or our Facebook page. That'd be great. Again, thanks again. Be safe, be kind, and always be grateful.